Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weight loss project. Today's day two, or was day two. We're done with it almost. So I just want to give you a recap of how today went, how the struggles and all that good stuff goes. So, like I said yesterday, I am gonna get rid of what you see and try to be healthier. Like I said yesterday, it's not because I want to look better. I want to show off for people. No, that doesn't matter to me. I have a wonderful wife that loves me for who I am, thankfully. But she just cares that I be healthy, and so do I. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old son who's gonna be growing up, and I want him to have a dad that is right there with him, doing everything that he needs to do or wants to do. So that's something that I want to do as well. That's part of the reason of why I need to get back in shape. That, and you know what? I want to come flying down one of those mountains with my mountain bike. With all the Kevlar things that I have, my clips-ons. I've got a brand new helmet that I haven't used, so that is another motivation. Get back to it like I used to. So much fun. But anyways, so today was an okay day. I'm not gonna say it was great but we got through it. With my intermittent fasting, I went 17 hours. Last night my last meal was at 7 p.m. I didn't have anything till about 12:30 today. That was my first meal. In the meantime, in between, you saw what I had for breakfast. Very wonderful, delicious, filling breakfast of water. Tomorrow I'm going to make a couple changes to that. One, I'm going to add more ice because room temperature water is just not my thing. Warm water, oh my gosh, that's rough. So I'm going to make it cold. And two, I'm going to add limes. Half a lime to a cup, to about 20 ounces. So that's typically what I have every morning. And what I'll have again tomorrow. What else? Lunch. So I ate at about 12:15, 12:30, and that was, plate of pasta. Some spaghetti meatball sauce, and some fettuccine alfredo. Not the best, not the worst, but I didn't overeat. I didn't undereat, I just ate a normal portion. With sparkling water. No soda today, so that's a big one. Today is the first time on a weekday that I've gone without a Coke in a while, so we're going to see how long we keep that streak going. Right now it's up to 1 day. Let me see if I can extend it. So then after about 4 o'clock, I really wanted something sweet, and it was kind of tough, so I stopped by Menchie's and got a little cup of ice of frozen yogurt, just vanilla, and put on the mochi little things. Not the best again. I know next time I'm going to bring some fruit with me instead, so that if I want something sweet, I can just have something better. But, little thing just to get it out of my system with more water. Dinner with my wife, we bought some ground beef and cooked it up 2 different ways, kebabs and burgers. Today I had a couple of burgers, little patties, homemade. I put it all together with, lettuce, tomato, mustard, ketchup, nothing big. And that was it, just 2 burgers, about this size. That was dinner. I finished eating at about 7:30. At 8 o'clock, I had a couple handfuls of blueberries. Now, blueberries have become my favorite fruit. And before then, that was dinner. And so tonight, before I go to bed, I'm just going to have another tall glass of ice water. And that'll be it for today. I didn't make it to the gym. I'm not going to make up any excuses. I stayed up last night, and I'd rather have more sleep and be well slept than underslept and running myself ragged while I do this. I'm in it for the long haul, not the short gain, so I'm thinking ahead. So I'd rather sacrifice 1 day at the gym today to be able to get good sleep and get that habit in than, shoot myself in the foot by depriving myself of sleep, going to the gym, and then being sleepy and tired and in pain all the time. I'm not making any excuses. I need to get to the gym, and so I'll have to make up for it. Good news is, tomorrow morning I have my group training session with a couple buddies from work. It's from 7 to 8 a.m. It's a full hour of very, very intense for me, workout. You work your whole body and you're just done. I'm sore for a couple days after, and it's great. I'm starting to incorporate it into my life. But I also wanted to share something with you that I'm doing, because sometimes I know that we don't have the willpower to just say, you know what, I'm going to quit doing this. My grandfather, he was a great man. He was a self-made man. Everything he got in life was because he worked at it and he got it. So his philosophy was, if you want something, you go get it. There's a story that we share in the family that one time when he was in his mid-40s, he went to the doctor. He used to smoke a lot. And the doctor told him that if he kept that up, he was going to develop throat cancer. That his throat was already damaged and that if he kept going, it was just going to get worse. My grandfather walked out of the doctor's office, grabbed a packet of cigarettes from his pocket, threw it away. Never to touch a cigarette again. He lived another 40 some odd years. And during that time, he cold turkey quit smoking, which is one of the hardest things to do from what I've been told. It'd be kind of like me giving up coke. It's just so hard, and he did it. So he set that example for me, I want to have that will of iron that, when they say some of that thing, get it done, but sometimes I need a little help. So what I'm doing with the training is, with my buddy from work, we made an agreement. The motivation that he gave me for me to get there every week was that if I don't show up, I have to buy him lunch. Now, if you guys know me and know my wife, love her to death, cutest, nicest person in the world. She's just a big, cute Care Bear that wants to help everybody out. Until it comes to spending money, on things that we don't need or things that we don't need. So, rather than explain to my wife why I'm buying lunch for a stranger every day, I get up and I go. And, last couple of weeks, that's what's gotten me there. But it's getting to a point that I'm the one that wants to go there now. Whether or not, my buddy shows up or not is beside the point. I'm showing up there for myself now. For me, because I like it. Because I know that during that hour of pain and suffering and anguish, that I'll get better. That the end result will be that much closer to where I want to get. So sometimes we have to give ourselves a little, sneaky ways of how to get around things. Ways on how to, motivate ourselves. And now I've heard of other people doing other things, such as, if they do so many things in a row, they get to have this meal, or they get to buy some shoes, or whatever it is. You do whatever it is that works for you. For me is not spending money, where I don't have to. So that's my motivation, because how am I going to explain that to my wonderful wife? Yeah, good luck. Anyways, I'm not trying to make her out to be a horrible person. I'm just saying that, she keeps our finances, and I'm very grateful that she does, because if I kept them, we'd be homeless, and you'd be watching this. You wouldn't be, because I wouldn't have this. It's that simple. I'm very grateful for her, and she's also getting on board with this. She's eating better. She's going to start doing yoga with me in the mornings when she's able. When Peter hasn't kept us up half the night, and that is what we're gonna do. So by no means today was not a perfect day. Was it better than other days? Yes, it was way better than other days. I had my food. I didn't cheat. I didn't overeat. I didn't go overboard. I didn't have a soda. So that to me is a win in my book. Like my friend Jennifer on Facebook said today, it's all about one step at a time. Focus one day at a time. I'm not going to focus on day 1,000 when day 2 hasn't even finished. And I got to take it little by little. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And so for me, that's kind of hard, because I tend to be the type of dude that, I get an idea and I want to crank it out as fast as I can, and then I burn up and I'm done. So, this for me is going to be new. Doing this for such a long period of time, because it's not my thing. I don't do marathons. I do sprints. Quick. Do as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and you're done. No, this is not it. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten. I really, really touched my heart this morning to see how many people, are like, get it done, dude. About time, great, and all these comments from all y'all. That's awesome. To think that, I'm thinking that I'm in my head, and you always think that sometimes. And, who's going to pay attention to this? Oh, nobody's going to care. But in reality, people do care. And thank you. I appreciate that, because I'm going to need it as I continue doing this. And like I said, this is not just me. Drop me a line, questions, comments. If you have anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer anything. Somebody else today asked me on Instagram, after I posted my breakfast video, what do I do for snacks? Or how do I level off my blood sugar? While I'm fasting, I just let it take its course. I don't need anything or take anything that'll make my body create insulin. So it's just water. Now, afterwards, since my stomach hasn't eaten for such a period of time, it kind of shrinks. So when I eat, a normal portion fills me up a lot. So then I'm pretty full until usually dinner time. And then dinner, I don't have a big dinner or anything, just normal dinner. And usually, because I haven't eaten so much and I've been drinking so much water, that's enough. So I don't really have snacks. Once in a while, I will have a crazy craving for something sweet, which is why I'm going to start carrying some fruits with me. Just to have in the afternoon and put them in the fridge at work. They can keep for a week. So that I don't have to go get ice cream or frozen yogurt like I did today. I can just have that and have that be my sweet tooth. Because those of you that know me know that I love chocolate. But, I can have it just in moderation, a piece here, a piece there, once in a while, a treat, not a given. So, once again, thank you for joining me in my weight loss project. If you have questions, if you have any tips, I'm more than open to anything. That'll help me along this journey, and I thank you for taking interest in me. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk about all this again tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at. Until then, have a good night.